Okay, welcome back to our class. I will share the screen again so that we can discuss about the correction that I find from the speaking practice and from the rest of our class, okay? All right, so we will be moving on to the next session of our class, which is correction. And just like the usual, I will give you guys the most important corrections that I have from tonight, from the speaking practice, and also from the rest of the time that you guys trying to speak English. But before I start the correction, I need you guys to keep in mind that making mistakes doesn't mean that you are not good enough. It means that we are learning by making mistakes, okay? For the first pronunciation, okay, wait a second. All right, for the first pronunciation that I have here is this word. Maybe I will try to ask some of you on how to pronounce this word correctly. So who wants to try to pronounce this word? Anyone wants to try? Do you guys know?
Hometown.
Once again, Miss Viati, please.
Hometown.
Okay, good. So I will type down how to pronounce this word correctly because this is important if you want to sound like a native speaker and if you want to sound fluent in speaking English, you need to pronounce this word home. Maybe the typing is home town. Sorry,
Hometown.
hometown. Hometown, okay? Hometown. And then for the pronunciation of this word, okay, can anyone tell me how to pronounce this word before I tell you?
Winter.
Okay, Miss Yati. So actually, to pronounce this word correctly is weather.
A
Weather.
wet.
Yes. So it's not weather, but weather. Okay? Weather. And then for the next pronunciation is, this is also very important if you want to sound fluent in speaking English. The word is this and also this. Okay, can anyone tell me how to pronounce this word, please?
Highest. Highest.
Yes, very good. That is correct, Miss Riati. So, basically, to pronounce this word correctly, it's not hike or higus, but high without. So I know you guys see the letter G in this word and also in this word. And then it's maybe we thought that it's supposed to be pronounced hike or higus, but the correct pronunciation is high and highest. So it's not hike or highest, but highest. Just like when you pronounce highlight, highlight, or highlighter, something like that. So the letter G is silence. So it's just high or highest, okay? And then for the next pronunciation I have here is this word. This is also very common pronunciation. Anyone knows how to pronounce this word? Can anyone tell me?
Vegetable.
Okay, Miss Yeti. So to pronounce this word correctly, I know that you guys see the typing here. It looks like it has four vegetable. So it looks like it has four syllable, but actually it just have three syllable, which is veg, So it's not
Veg-
yeah. So it's not vegetable, but vegetable. Vegetable. Okay. So it just has 3 syllable, not 4 syllable. Okay. And then for the next pronunciation, I have vocabulary and also translation. Okay. Anyone knows what is the translation for this word? Okay, so the English word for balai kota is city hall. And then the next one is mudik or pulang kampung. You can say go back to one's hometown. Mudik atau pulang kampung. I think everyone already know what is the meaning of mudik. So if we know, it makes it easier to for us to sometimes tell everyone or describe to everyone that we are going to our hometown. So the translation is go back to one's hometown. But if you want to say saya mau mudik, you can say I want to go back to my hometown. As simple as that. Okay, and then also, if we talk about hometown and also if we talk about going back to our hometown or mudik, it's not far away from this. Anyone knows what is the English word or translation to this? Anyone know? No? Okay. So the meaning of this word in English is you can simply say souvenir. 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 Okay, and then pay attention on how to pronounce this word. In Indonesia, sometimes we say it souvenir, but in English we say it souvenir. Souvenir, okay? Because every time we talk about going back to hometown or mudik and everything relating to that, it doesn't far away from the topic about souvenir. Okay, and then maybe I will also give you guys the example on how you can use that in terms of talking about asking someone to bring you souvenir when someone is going back to hometown. Maybe you can say in Indonesia we say it like jangan lupa oleh-oleh ya, something like that. And in English we can say it don't forget to bring us a souvenir when you get back here, something like that. And then the next one is, okay, when you say, oh, and then for the next vocabulary is pegunungan. Pegunungan. So in English, we can say pegunungan. I have 2 ways to say pegunungan. The first one is the easier way to say it is just mountains. Or you can also say mountain range. So there are 2 ways from me for you guys to say pegunungan. The first one is simply mountains, and the second one is mountain range. So you guys can choose between which one do you want to choose, okay? And then for the last one is when you say there are temples. Okay, so I think I have some misunderstanding when I heard someone talk about this. So if you want to say ada banyak kuil or temples, you can say, so okay, there are also 2 ways to say this. Wait a second, there are also 2 ways. The first one is you can say if if there are a lot of temples, if there are more than one temples, you can say there are, not a. There are some. Maybe you can say some temples, or you can say there are temples without some. You can choose between both of these. Which one do you want to say? But if you want to say there's just a single temple in your city, you can say there is a temple. So in this condition, you can say because it is just one temple, right? So if you want to say there are multiple temples, you can say there are some temples or there are temples. But if it's just one or single, you can say there is a temple, okay? So I think that's it for the correction tonight. Any questions from you guys?
Yes, Miss.
Yeah, sure.
For the number 7, is it, I mean, the souvenir for even for the snack or like a meals, also, we can call as a souvenir.
Yes, it is correct. So, in terms of speaking about souvenir, snacks, and also anything, any kind of thing that is the icon of your city or hometown, you can say it's souvenir because yeah, that's the moment when we talk about someone who is going to hometown, and then
Mm,
we ask them to bring a souvenir. It can be snacks or any kind of thing. So it's just general souvenir.
o- okay, Miss. Thank you, Miss.
Yeah, my pleasure. Any other questions, you guys? All right, if there's no other questions, we will be moving on to the last session of our class, which is reflection. So is there anyone who wants to say, how do you feel about our class tonight? Miss Wiyati, sure.
Thank you, Miss Sophia. I'm really very glad following this course, but I'm so sorry my speech is not fluent.
It's okay, that's why.
Yeah, sometimes I'm confused about what to say. That's why I need to learn a lot from Miss Sophia and friend here. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Wiyati. So
You're
everyone,
welcome.
I need to tell you, and I also always tell this at the beginning of our meeting, that you don't have to be afraid to make mistakes because we are here to learn together. And it is very normal for us to went blank when we want to talk. Sometimes when we do a presentation in Indonesia in front of everyone, we can also went blank, right?
Yeah.
And especially in English, it's not our mother tongue. We don't speak English on our daily basis. So it is very normal. So you don't need to be sorry about that. Especially we are here to learn together. So there is no one judging you. So, and also I think it's nice to learn by our mistakes so that uh, on the next session or next time we don't make that kind of mistake anymore. But if we still make that mistake again, it's also fine and normal. We just need to make ourselves used to speaking English or anything. So just practice. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So before we end our meeting, anyone else want to give the reflection or feedbacks for tonight's session?
Yeah,
Okay, sure, Palio.
yeah. I don't know where is the anybody go. I think the then not rejoin again, yeah.
Yeah.
But some people I just see, I don't know, maybe I forgot, yeah, but there was yeah, make us, I think, for me, make us, yeah, because the people more than previously, yeah, the class. So uh yeah, of course they was make more like the class more hidup. What is hidup mean?
Active.
Like yeah, a little more active, yeah, like that lah. Yeah, so yeah, I hope the class are more active like this, and we can practice and make our English um yeah, yeah, better lah,
Yeah.
like that. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Palio. I'm also really glad that our class tonight is active and everyone is speaking. It is really, I can really enjoy the class if everyone is active. And yeah, it is really nice. And before we end our session, just like the usual, I need documentation. So can everyone please turn on your camera for documentation? We will take pictures for about 3 seconds. Okay, let's wait for everyone else also. Iqbal, can you turn on your camera for a little bit, for a little while?
Sure, sure.
Okay, so on a count of 3, everyone smile. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you so much everyone for joining tonight's class. I really appreciate your time and I'll see you guys on the next meeting. See you everyone. Bye.
You,
Thank
you're
you.
welcome.
Thank you.